Welcome back to the Dero Bets channel. Happy Saturday. It is week 11 of the 2025 MLS season. It is time to get into player props. But before that, go ahead and be sure to watch my best bets video with my 5 favorite plays for the week. And don't forget, give me the thumbs up if you're watching this video. Subscribe to the channel for sure. We are on the road to 200 subscribers now. So happy about that. Just 10 weeks into the season. Really appreciate the support. Appreciate everyone commenting, letting me know their plays. As I mentioned on the last video, this was a move week for me. I'll be in a new office by the start of next week, so we'll have a great spot to create more content. But let's get on to the plays. I have got 6 player props this week. I have got an Underdog Fantasy play, which I will drop a link in the comment below, where if you haven't signed up, you can sign up for Underdog using my code, or you can just click the link if you already have Underdog and lock in this play with one click. So let's get right into it. Play number 1, we are going to the first game of the weekend, which if you watch my best bets video, you know I am on the over in Atlanta versus Nashville, kicking off at 1:45 p.m. Central Time today on Saturday. So go ahead and lock this one in quick if you like it. We are going with Emmanuel Latte-Loth to score a goal at plus 130. Now, this one is pretty simple. I don't like playing a lot of goal-scoring props, as you know, if you follow the channel, but Loth, who had last week off, he was suspended, getting plus 130 here. It's just too nice of a plus money price to turn down. He has either scored or had 1 XG or higher in 4 out of 6 home games this year. So he really comes to play at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As I mentioned, I like the over in this one, and Nashville is without Walker Zimmerman again. So they are missing that dominant force in the middle. We have seen them allow goals, Nashville, to Danny Musovski and Hugo Kuipers in the last 2 weeks. The center forwards, they are struggling a little bit with this. So for me, plus 130, Emmanuel Latte-Loth to score. I want stock in whatever center forward is playing against Nashville. We're going to take it at plus 130 for play 1. Our second play of the week, and this one is a little bit of my off-the-grid play of the week, perhaps. We are going to FC Dallas playing at San Diego FC, 8:15 Central Time kickoff, and we are taking Osaz Urhoghide on FC Dallas to get one shot at plus 145. Now, I love this play, and truth be told, I saw this when I was building the underdog slip. I overlooked this when I was initially looking at the games, but plus 145 for a guy who has been arguably one of the best center backs in MLS so far this season, a new signing for FC Dallas. He's been good defensively, but he has been getting so confident offensively in the last few weeks. He's been pushing up on those set pieces, and he has had multiple shots in each of his last 2 games. He scored last week at Inter Miami. And remember, all we need is a corner kick that he heads 100 yards wide. We don't care. We just want him to have a chance. Now, when we look at San Diego, they have allowed shots to center backs in each of their last 4 games. They're giving up a lot of chances. They're giving up a lot of goals right now. Maybe if you want to just sprinkle his goals as well, feel free. But all we need is one chance here on a set piece. And I'm actually sprinkling a little bit on 2 shots as well. I believe it's like plus 450. So the second play of the week, Osaz Urhoghide on FC Dallas to get 1 shot, coming in at plus 145. Play number 3, we are going to Vancouver hosting RSL at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, and we are taking Emmanuel Sabi to have over 3.5 shots, coming in at plus 115. So first off, Ryan Gauld and Brian White are out for Vancouver in this matchup, according to the availability report. So I would expect to see a bump for Sabi, who should play 90 minutes in this matchup. And if for some reason they rotate the lineup, he did play in CONCACAF on Wednesday, obviously this bet will simply void. But if he does start, I love this at plus money. In the last 4 weeks, Sabi has 14 shots. So he's averaging 3.5 shots per game. And he only played 70 minutes in one of those 4 games. And as I mentioned, they're going to be a little bit shorthanded in attack this week. So he could play a full 90 minutes. This is an RSL team that has allowed the 10th most shots in MLS this year. And it's way worse on the road, where they have allowed at least 2 expected goals in each of their last 4 road games. And they have allowed 4 or more shots to at least 1 player in each of those games. Sabi is playing with a lot of confidence right now. So I love this play at plus money. Emmanuel Sabi on the Whitecaps to go over 3.5 shots, plus 115. Play number 4, and we are going with another goal prop. We are going to LAFC versus the Houston Dynamo, 9:30 p.m. Central Time kickoff. Who else? Denny Bouanga to score at plus 130. Now, in past seasons, you would never see Bouanga plus 130 to score at home, but it was a tough start to the season for him with CONCACAF Champions Cup, international duty going back to Africa, just a disjointed start to the season. But look at what he has done in the last few weeks, playing one game, getting into his rhythm. He is going on a streak, and we have seen him explode in the last 3 weeks. He's had 4 goals, and he has had 21 shots in his last 4 weeks. He has had 9 shots in each of his last 2 games. He is in demon mode right now. He's taking the ball and pushing forward. He takes their PKs as well. So Bouanga to get a goal at plus 130. He scored in each out of his last 3 games. And this is a game against a Houston team that is good defensively, but they like to keep possession and they get hit on the counter. And that is what obviously Bouanga does as well as anyone in the league. LAFC over 1.5 goals is a play I love as well. But if they hit 2 goals, you expect one of those to come from Bouanga. Plus 130 at home when he's on one of his streaks. I just can't pass it up. Let's head to Sunday and a 2 o'clock kickoff between FC Cincinnati and NYCFC at Citi Field. And we are going to go with Evander to have 2 shots on goal coming in at plus 175. So initially, I was going to play Evander over 3.5 shots, which was plus 130, but then, looked down the board a little bit and saw 2 shots on goal was plus 175. And I absolutely love this spot for Evander at Citi Field. It's not quite as compressed as Yankee Stadium, but it is still a smaller field, and we should see him take plenty of shots. He has hit 2 shots on goal in 4 out of his last 5 games. And he is a player that, especially this season, he has had almost half of his shots go on goal. So when you're comparing plus 130 and plus 175, at 2 plays that I see kind of at pretty much the same odds of hitting, you got to love that. He has had 14 shots on goal in his last 5 games. So he's averaging almost 3 shots on goal per game. He's hit this in both games since he came back from injury. NYCFC is middle of the pack in shots allowed, but remember, Evander's going to take free kicks as well. So we get 1 free kick on goal. We get 1 other shot at plus 175, just way too good to pass up. So we are going to go with Evander, 2 shots on goal, plus 175. Our 6th and final play, and then we will get into the underdog slip. We are going to Sunday Night Soccer, LA Galaxy traveling to Sporting Kansas City at 6 p.m. Central Time. And we are taking Gabriel Peck to go over 3.5 shots, coming in at minus 120. Sorry, guys, a juice play this week. I know we're taking minus money in at least 1 play, but I think this is a great buy low spot on Peck. Now, if you look at last week, he only had 1 shot, but that was because Portland was selling out to stop him. They gave up 4 shots to Joseph Paintsel, who is not a player that takes that many shots typically. They were saying, we're going to let anyone else but Peck beat us, and they kind of did because they allowed the Galaxy to score multiple goals, which is not something they've done very often this year. I don't see Sporting Kansas City doing that. And if you look, 2 weeks ago, Peck, he had 7 shots against Austin. This is a number that I think we're just getting a weird buy low spot here. I think this should be juiced quite a bit higher. 4 shots for Peck is something that he can do in his sleep. I expect the Galaxy to play a more counterattacking style against Sporting Kansas City, which just is playing into exactly what Peck wants, which is to get the ball, take on 3 defenders, and fire a shot into the stands. We just need that 4 times on Sunday. So Gabriel Peck over 3.5 shots coming in at minus 120. Now let's get into our underdog fantasy play. Again, this is going to be a 5-man flex slip, which we have hit, I think, 4 out of the last 5 weeks, or maybe 3 out of the last 4 weeks. We've been pretty hot on these. We've hit 4 out of 5. We haven't hit that elusive 5 yet, but if we hit 5, we will 5x our money, and if we hit 4, we will 2x our money. So we're going to start in New England, where we are taking Ivacic to allow under 1.5 goals, basically taking Toronto team total under 1.5. This is heavily juiced. I'm on the under in this game in my best bets. We're going to take Georgi Mihailovic to go over 1.5 shots. I don't know where this line was coming from. It is a little bit juiced on Underdog, but I don't know where this line was coming from. Over 2.5 is minus 230 on my book. There's no Cole Bassett this week, so I think 2 shots for Georgi Mihailovic should be a good play. We're going to go to Philadelphia. Jovan Lukic to have one shot. He's hit this in every game this year. This isn't even an offered line on the book. So to get over just one shot from Lukic, we will take that. Or Hagide, I already mentioned that one to have one shot, and that one has some plus money value on Underdog. So again, I wanted to get some plus money in since some of these are juiced. And finally, we are going to take the Houston Dynamo goalkeeper, Jonathan Bond, to have 4 saves. As I already mentioned, I expect LAFC to pepper his goal. And last week, the St. Louis keeper, Lunt, going against LAFC, he had 6 saves. So 4 on this one. I think that's a pretty good odd. So that will do it for our videos this week. Don't forget to watch the best bets. Give me the thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, and let's have a great MLS Week 11.